Black Panther comes out in about, I believe it is 13 days from this day. I think it comes out on the 17th. Am I right on that? I believe it's 2 weeks from now.
It's. I thought it comes out on the 16th. Doesn't it come out on a Thursday?
Well, it comes out on a Friday, but they release it a day early, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it comes out on the 16th, but I don't think its official release is technically until the 17th. So, Black Panther's coming out, and we cannot address how much we're really excited for Black Panther. Black Panther looks dope.
Yeah, it does.
As hell.
Yeah, it does.
And from early reviews, it is dope as hell.
Yeah.
Some people are saying it's the best movie since Civil War. And, that's not a bad thing. Civil War was incredible. They say that they do such great world building with Wakanda. The characters are great. The villain Killmonger is supposed to be really good. Mm-hmm. Even though he was kind of the
like the wild card.
He was kind of the wild card that I was kind of like, Michael B. Jordan's great. Killmonger to me looked like literally Ironmonger from Iron Man 1, where it was just, hey, you're coming in to take my place that I deserve, so I'm going to make another version of the same suit you made to combat you, and I'm going to call it the Ironmonger. But in Killmonger's case, his just name is Killmonger, who he gets a Black Panther suit to take the place of... Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It seemed like that's where it was. But apparently, even though I don't know the plot of it, it doesn't seem like they're going that route. They just say that Killmonger's great. Claw, who's played by Andy Serkis, is supposedly really good. The characters
Which
are all
he's back
to be...
again. He's been in 2 other...
He was in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, he had a bit part.
Yeah. He had a little mini part where Ultron cuts off his arm. And he's supposedly really good in that movie. And apparently, like, what I was hearing is that the women in the movie just kicked a whole bunch of ass. Like, all the bodyguards, I think, is great. All the bodyguards are, like, these really fucking badass-looking women who just look like they could just fucking rip me apart in, like, 5 minutes. And let's not try to, hide an elephant in the room that this is a big, important film for the black community, black superheroes, or just straight up black-led films, because this seems to be one that's hitting all groups, all minorities, everything.
Think about the last black superhero movie that came out.
Blade 2.
I was going to say that really kicked ass.
Yeah, Blade 2.
I didn't like Blade 2.
Ooh, what?
I was going to say Blade 1.
Blade 1 and Blade 2 are so good. Blade 3. Ooh. And then the Blade TV show, even worse. But, no, I like Blade 2. But we were gonna pretty much say Blade, right?
Yeah, we were gonna say Blade. Blade was the last,
and Blade was really important. But,
which is also another Marvel property.
Yeah, which is another Marvel property. And I think that, you're seeing people going like, Octavia Spencer wants to buy out a theater just so that she can send black school students to go see Black Panther for free.
Yeah,
and so many people are rallying behind this movie because this is a very culturally important movie.
Yeah.
That, this could see a changing shift in these big budget movies with, besides Martin Freeman and Andy Serkis, I don't think there's really any white people in this movie.
You might see Cap.
You might, but for the most part, this is majority black-led. Yeah. And that's great. I wish they would do that. I hope that the success with this and with the success of Wonder Woman was the turning tides for these not white-led movies. Star Wars seems to be doing that very much so with getting
more female
and more ethnicities in there. So Disney seems to be doing most of the heavy lifting, I think, on this part, because then now they have Black Panther. They did all with the Star Wars films. They've been trying to get more ethnicity in there, and then they got Ms. Marvel coming out next year.
Yeah,
which that could be the final kick to say, like, female-led movies should not be shunned. Should not be approached with such risk. Like, oh, we don't know if people will go see it because it's female-led. Oh, we don't know if people are going to go see this because it's black-led. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. Like, when they make those kind of claims about superhero movies, people, especially ones in a connected, shared universe, like the Marvel films or the DC films, even though I'm not a big fan of the DC films, people are going to go see them because they're part of this interconnected universe, regardless of who the main character is.
True, but at the same time, I'll just throw a little bit of a defense in there to say that people went and saw Wonder Woman but did not go and see Justice League. So...
Yeah, but that's because the DC film universe sucks balls.
It's definitely not well liked by a lot of people, but Wonder Woman came out that same year, and then Justice League came out with Wonder Woman, and it did not do as well. And people thought, well, Wonder Woman's in it. That should be some momentum. People just want Wonder Woman 2. And I guess they're going to actually they're getting Wonder Woman 2 with Patty Jenkins directing again. But Black Panther looks great, and it's just importance of doing well is an understatement. Like, if this failed, like, let's just say it won't. Let's just get this out. It's not going to fail, but let's just say the rare chance that it flopped. Stupid, but let's just say it. That would make some companies hesitant to do another film like this.
Yeah.
Unlike if this was an all-white led film, well, it's just another movie. Fuck it. This project doesn't work. 100%.
No, I see what you're... I mean, I agree with what you're saying. There's like a lot of weight for the black community on the shoulders of the actors and the people who created this film.
And like the directors made movies like
and it shouldn't be
Station.
That way.
He did Creed, and those are like really well made movies.
Yeah.
But he even says like this is one of like the most important movies I've made. This is a very personal movie for me.
Yeah.
And like all the actors are saying the same thing. Like there's a lot riding on this movie. Now my problem is this isn't an angry rant about the movie. We're both super excited.
Both super excited. Like, this is the first time. I'm not going to go see it on opening night because I'm not going to be available then.
You're not available because we were going to go see it, but I'm going to have to.
This is the first movie that I've considered going to see on opening night since... When was the last time?
What, Spider-Man?
I think Yeah, but I only went and saw that on opening night because it was my fucking birthday party.
What about Doctor Strange?
Nope, didn't see that on opening night.
Civil War?
Nope.
I don't think you... Then I don't know anyone that you wanted to see on
That's
opening.
what I mean. It's been a long time. Maybe Winter Soldier might have been the last one.
Yeah, Winter Soldier's my favorite one. So what the angry train is kind of talking about right now is the bullshit of just assholes who are just fucking, well, assholes who are trying to like downvote the movie. There's a Facebook group invite. Obviously, I just read about it, but it said like DC fans are gonna go and audience rate down Black Panther because it's not a DC movie. And to me, that just sounds like a bunch of little whiny bitches complaining about a movie doing better than their fucking Justice League movie that didn't do well. But one, it comes off as petty, and two, it also is proving to me how useless the fucking audience rating is on Rotten Tomatoes, that if they're going to allow something like that to happen.
And here's the thing, and I might have said this before on the show, but I have been saying this for quite some time, is that they need to give you a code, a barcode, a number code on your ticket stub. If you want to leave a review, you need that code.
Yeah.
And once it's used, you can't
do it again.
Can't post another one.
Yeah, because it's just the Wild West there. You can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yep.
And this just proves that bullshit. Remember how we were talking about long ago about, oh, well, why is audience rater doesn't like Last Jedi? Whenever that came out, like, why is it so high on the audience, or low on the audience, but high on the critics? Clearly, the audience doesn't like it. Well, I was like, well, no one can monitor the audience. You can just go on there and post as much as you want. So that just clearly shows that I just get worried that you're going to see this really well-reviewed Black Panther and then just see this really negative, rotten, because some assholes are getting together to...
I don't think it's just DC fans.
No, I don't think so. That's another part, is that there was an alt-right group who was just trolling the movie nonstop and on Facebook, and Facebook shut them down.
Because they can't... This is what's so crazy. Okay, so these like white supremacists think that they're like the best. They're the supreme. They're the master race, and they can't handle a black-led film being out there because.
Well,
Because why? Because it's a black-led film.
Yeah.
Like, if you're so supreme, just stand back and let it happen. You're gonna win anyways, right?
Yeah, well, I guess, but
they're not, because it's fucking bullshit.
You know what? Because I've talked about him multiple times on here, but John Campea is a movie podcaster that I listen to nonstop, and he gets he does mostly all viewer questions. He'll do a couple topics, but most of the time he gets people writing in live on the show, and so he'll read them. And a lot of people go like, well, why is all this SJW crap going on in Hollywood? It's like, SJW shit? Like, what SJW shit? Everything in the majority of films is all white male led. And when one thing comes out, like with the Ghostbusters remake that they did, like that was just a bad movie. I never watched it, but that movie looked bad. And, and I heard it was bad.
Yeah, I heard that the jokes were fucking terrible.
But people going, it's an SJW attempt. It's like,
no, not really.
He says
what made me not excited for that film was the fact that the jokes were fucking terrible.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
But they say, why are you bringing SJW into Star Wars? Why are you bringing SJW into my Marvel movies? Why are you bringing SJW into...
It's not your fucking Marvel movies.
It's not your thing to begin with. And when this is what John Campea says, and it's perfect. It says, when you start attributing SJW labels to things... and that those movies have agendas, they don't have the agenda. You have the agenda. If you're bringing SJW agenda shit into it, you're the one that has an agenda.
Yeah.
Because you've clearly got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why does this bother me so much? And these people who have a problem with Black Panther or Wonder Woman or the fact that Rey is a female-led Star Wars film, I love when people say that's a feminist agenda in the Star Wars community because the last 3 movies have all been female-led. Well, what the fuck? The first 6 were male-led.
Yep.
No one gave a shit about it then. Why? Because it's the standard. It's the norm that a white male-led film should be in there. And I just think it's ridiculous. Black Panther looks awesome, but I'm not going to try to sit there and say that there's not an elephant in the room to say that there isn't a lot riding on Black Panther for the community. And so I think a lot of the community are supporting it and saying, yes, this looks like a great movie.
It does look like a fucking great movie.
This should be widely done.
And I can't tell you, there's so many there's so many things that they could do with this film to reflect real life in ways as well. Yeah, that would be beneficial to the black community. But I mean, I don't know where it's going to go.
I don't know where it's going to go either.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I probably won't be not pleased.
You'll see it the weekend.
Oh yeah,
you'll see it opening weekend.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go that Friday night.
Yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to find tickets to go. I'm just trying to
because that's something that I want to talk about like right away as soon as we can on the show.
Yeah, I mean, when are you seeing it? Saturday?
No, I mean if I have to see it Saturday, I'll see it before we do the show. I'll do it during the day, but I'd prefer to see it, Friday.
Yeah, if you saw it on Friday, that'd be awesome. Then we could talk about it on that Saturday, or we'd have to push the show to Sunday and we could talk about it. But we hope Black Panther is. I hope it's as good as everyone says it is because it looks amazing and I'm really excited for it. So, Adam, you got anything else you want to just throw on there? Anything else you want to add before we go on to the next topic?
No, I just love seeing crybaby white people.
Yeah, crybaby white people are they're fun to mock.
Yeah, they are because they're a fucking joke and they make themselves a joke.
They do. I mean, like, I don't know.
They're like everybody.
I think maybe just because I was raised this way, I just don't understand why white people think that they're so important. I've never understood why I just never got it why somebody's different because someone's not the same as you because they don't look like you. I never got that concept.
I mean, this isn't something we normally talk about in the show, but I think a lot of that falls into the education system and what is taught and how it's taught.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole different thing. It's just also, I think a majority is just how you're raised. When you're raised, it's really hard, I think, for somebody to come out. If they're taught to hate someone because they look different, it's really hard to talk someone out of that.
It's also, like... I'm not particularly fond of white people in general, because when I was growing up, I lived like a block away from a housing project. A lot of my friends growing up were black or Native American or Mexican. Like they were different colored people.
Mm-hmm.
And growing up, like I had lots of black friends and I had white friends too. And anytime that I got stabbed in the back or somebody like fucked me over, it was always one of my white friends. So I don't feel like I have a prejudice against white people. Like I still treat them as human beings. But I think a lot of people, it depends on what kind of situation you're raised in. Like the more diversity you have around you, the more okay you're going to be with things being different.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of these people were raised in a very, very small world.
Okay. I think that's fair enough to say. Yeah. We'll leave it off on that.